I'd like to welcome Kerry Stevenson from Symposium to Take 7 today.
Thanks, Rob.
Kerry, a little bit of background to your company.
The premise initially of Symposium, and the word symposium comes from a Greek word meaning sitting around in a circle sharing information over a drink, and I thought, aha, perfect, because I like that analogy. Symposium is a company that promotes the Australian resources industry to the investment community, both here in Australia as well as offshore in places like China and up in North America. 300 million people moving from the country to the city in China alone. The resources boom, as they call it, isn't going to go away. It has had its challenges in the last year.
Right.
As I say, with this uncertainty which has made investment in this sector a little bit more tricky, especially for our junior industry. Going forward, I want to help these companies learn how to present better, learn how to communicate better, learn how to excite investors more.
What are you telling me? How are you differentiating?
It's a very good question, and one that I would find reasonably hard to answer. I'm not going to turn around and say those other companies are rubbish, because they're not. They do a very good job.
And that tactic rarely, if ever, works, right? So we're through that. We're not doing that differentiation.
I guess it would show in my passion for knowing what their company does. I think that I call our events live business theatre because we keep that bit of theatricality in it.
But Kerry, all you've described is what you bring to the business. That's actually a limitation for scaling a business.
Yes, it is.
Right? So you can't clone you.
Really?
Cannot do it.
Shame.
And do you know what? The world says the same thing. You can't enunciate what that value prop, that point of differentiation
I agree
is,
with you.
and have other people be able to share it. And yes, they may have the same passion, but at the end of the day, they've got to know, as your business expands, what it is, how they do it. How do you do it?
Uncomfortable moment for Kerry now. I can't enunciate that to you at the moment.
Okay. So let's come back into the actual execution of sales, right?
On the phone, that's one.
Okay.
Going to other people's events. I've got an event on this evening with the Chinese, so I guess I'm kind of like a politician. I'm out amongst it, you know. You're out talking to people, you're finding out what they're looking for. I went to a particular company, which I know they've got a database of 81,000 people, and I said, I want to use your forum, your platform, to promote what I do. And then the price came back. Can't do it. Love to take a full page ad out in the Financial Review. That's where a lot of my clients come from. Yeah. But you know, I wouldn't be around for too long if I took a full page ad.
So we've got direct contact via the telephone. We've got networking as a conscious strategy. What about some of the electronic mediums that exist underneath that?
We had our weekly meeting this morning. There was a comment. Has anybody been Twittering? And everyone looked at me and I said, do you know what, guys? I honestly don't have enough time in my diary to get on the phone, to get out and network, to Twitter, to Facebook, for everything else. Now, Rob, have we set them up? Absolutely. Can you follow Symposium? Yes. Do we do enough? No.
Do you blog?
Do I blog?
Do you blog?
The challenge that we've got at the moment is how can we be really clever in terms of new media to get the industry and the investment community to know that we exist. That's our challenge.
Can I ask just, and this is more an interest question, do your customers that you're dealing with, do they follow things like Twitter and blogs and e-stuff?
I would say I haven't got a clue.
Right.
Because we've never asked the question. We've never done a research feedback forms or anything like that. And in fact, maybe that's what we should put on our next feedback form. Do you follow social media? If so, what? I think that's a really good idea, actually. Thanks for that, Rob.
How do you know it? How are you going to measure 6 months out that it's actually on track?
Well, again, I don't think I can answer that at the moment because, to be honest with you, we are so busy making sure that our clients get value for money that looking at those challenges is something I do on a weekend. It's something I do at 3 o'clock in the morning when I wake up and go, oh yeah.
What changes?
What do you mean, what changes?
What changes that will allow you to do any form of planning? Yeah.
Oh, from my point of view, really simple. Get great people, better people than me, let them surround me and build the business. I want to find fabulous people that want to be a part of this and want to help grow it, because I can see it being a really important part of the Australian business landscape. But, got to find the right people. That's the challenge.
People, challenge one. What would be the other two on your list of things that must happen? Must happen.
I think people, I think marketing, essential. And the third one to me would be, and this is a challenge that we've had, how do we get our website to be really user-friendly and what I call stickability? At the end of the day, it's bringing it's like a dinner party. You can have a dinner party of 10 people and they just don't gel. And they all sit there and you're going, oh my God, I think I'd better bring out the dessert really quickly. Or you can have a dinner party of 10 people and they don't shut up all night and you just sit there going, wow. And that's what
that is what you're chasing.
That's what I'm chasing. I'm chasing that ability to have people walk out and say, that was fantastic. I know we're going to get there, but interview me in 6 months and see where we're at.
And we'll take that opportunity too. Kerry, thank you very much.
Thanks, Rob.
Cheers.